There's just moments in this album where you just have to just sit back and just let yourself be hypnotized. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Steven. This is Steven in Stereo, and in today's video, we're finally going to be checking out Lana Del Rey's Ultraviolence album. Now, I know you guys have requested this a lot on Instagram, on Twitter, which, by the way, if you're not already following me, the links are up here, also in the description. And you guys have asked me after doing my other albums to please do this one. A lot of you want me to do NFR, I would say it, but I don't want to get this demonetized. And I want to do that album really bad, but I didn't want to just jump into it. I want to go through her entire discography. So in today's video, we're checking out Ultraviolence. If you're new here, please make sure to consider subscribing to the channel. Also, let me know in the comments section how much you love Lana Del Rey. We all do. This first song is going to be called Cruel World. Let's get into it.
That's all over now. Did what I had to do. Famous now. Got your Bible.
Ooh. I know it's not just me, but I love when Lana does that. I'm gonna go back just a little bit and listen to that again. That it's like high pitch, but it's almost a whisper. There's just something magical about that tone from her. Okay, what a way to start an album. It's got more of a rock vibe to it. I've mentioned before that a lot of her vocal styles and instrument choices that she's made have always reminded me of like 60s and 70s like rock, psychedelic rock, things like Jefferson Airplane. I always use that reference because it always reminds me of that a lot. And I feel like we got that really heavy in this track. It was a 6.5 minute song with a really great guitar in the back, and I love that part. There was also some really cool drum fills that happened here, but one of my favorite parts was really just hearing Lana go through the vocal styles that I'm assuming she's introducing that she's going to be doing in this album, which I'm excited for. That, again, that high pitch whisper that she does, it's just so atmospheric and it's ambient and it creates a moment on any track that she does that. And again, it just shows that like she's got a very different style. It's very unique, and her process for making these songs is so different from a lot of people because her vocal style has to match to certain instruments, and that's exactly what we get in this track. I love it. So I went ahead and went to Genius to look up the lyrics and to also see like the meaning behind it. And this is actually one of Lana's favorite tracks, which is really cool to learn. Also, the way she wrote the song, she said the verses were supposed to be very laid back, while the chorus was a lot more heavy and intense because she wanted to kind of sum it up with what was going on in her own life personally. So it could be chill, but then out of nowhere, everything's all screwed up. And you could really feel that in this song. There was just so many elements to it. So again, another cool thing to figure out. Okay, the next track that we're going to be listening to is the song called Ultraviolence, which obviously the album is the same name. So let's do it. Oh man. Anytime, oh yeah. Anytime she harmonizes with herself, it's going to be the best. That is the Lana chorus that I needed just now. Everything kind of came together. We get the moment with, there's a lot of complexity in that beat too. I'm not even trying to ramble. I really wish we were listening to this with headphones or, back there, because I feel like we'd get a lot more detail in that. But the way everything just faded in and crashed together, and she gets those self-harmonized vocals where she just records her own voice and then she records it again over it. It's so atmospheric, and the moment that she creates is absolutely amazing. Yes! What do I even need to say right now? Oh my God. Really? That bridge was everything just now. But the chorus was also everything. I love how chill the verses are because it creates a like this vibe where you're listening because you know something's gonna happen, and it gives you this feeling of anxiety and anticipation, and you're waiting and you're like, okay, what's she gonna do? It's very chill. And then again, everything just creates a Lana experience. Oh man. If I had to pick my favorite part from that song, it has to be the bridge. Her just speaking. She's so sexy. Just what? Come on. Why? It's like, it's never good when people know. Like, once they know that they have that kind of power and they make an album like Ultraviolence, you're Lana Del Rey. You're the only one that's going to do that. And we're all here for it. We'll be here forever for it. Damn. That song was so good. Like, how do you just go and create a sound like this? Like, this was a sound that was big, like, 50 years ago. But the fact that she can do this sound now, and it's so mass marketed and she's so successful off this, it's amazing. I'm glad that no one else is doing this. Like, she is so individual, and I feel like many people from many different backgrounds that enjoy so many different genres can all come together to enjoy her albums. Like, it's amazing. And the fact that every album sounds completely different. This album sounds nothing like what I've heard before. I love it. Next track we're going to listen to is called Shades of Cool.
And shades of blue, blue eyes and jazz and light. Praise for peace and maybe someone new.
I'm just a little bit baffled at the sounds that we're getting on this album because I was not expecting it. I know that she discovers a lot of genres and explores a lot of genres in her albums, each one having sort of a different vibe. But this has to be one of the greatest combinations I've ever heard, with like a indie pop or a pop artist and rock instrumentals, or like, I don't know, almost metal kind of like. There's just something so different about this. I love the way that this was recorded and produced. It's very atmospheric to listen to, and you feel like you're a part of it. And then Lana's vocals, again, they just drive, like, I feel so connected to the music. And then a guitar solo riffs out, and you've got these amazing notes that Lana's holding this whole time. And it's just not what I was expecting. And it's probably going to be my favorite album from her so far. There's so many elements of what we've heard so far that is so easy to love. Like, I just want to go buy this record and play it over and over again on good speakers to really pick out all the different instruments they're using here, and to really like hold out and just get Lana's vocals just loud, very, very loud. If I didn't think you guys needed to hear this song with me, I'd have some really good headphones on right now listening to this, because there's something so amazing happening here. I appreciate that she obviously understands that genre, because she's able to fit her pop sound over it so easy, and it just creates something so witchy and so evil, yet so sexy at the same time. Lana, damn, how do you do this? How do you do this? How do you do this? But I'm going to stop nerding out about that track. The next song we're going to listen to is called Brooklyn Baby.
Know what I need. They think I don't understand, like the ice I freeze.
This is what I'm saying. Like, do you hear just how perfect this sound is? Her style matches so well with this. I can't explain how amazing it is to hear that little guitar riff in the back and hear her breathy vocals coming over it. It's a sound that I never thought could be recreated and done so well, yet she's fucking killing it. I really feel like I'm being hypnotized here. Like, am I supposed to like this much?
I've got feathers in my hair. Boyfriends in a band. Yeah.
She's onto something. I don't really know how else to explain this. She has figured this out, and this is why it's so cool to just be different in a world where so many people are the same. A lot of music these days, while everyone is extremely talented, all tends to follow this very specific pattern. People sound the same, beats are usually the same, and what Lana has done here is brought back instrumentals from an era that I just assume was gone, because there's just no one playing music like this anymore. And Lana managed to take what is popular and new school mixed with sounds of all these eras to create a song like this. Hearing that again, that like little riff, and just hearing her breathy vocals come in and just carry the notes and make this song hypnotic. I just don't quite understand how she does it. And it's got to be a lot for someone, you know, because she changes her style so much. It's a huge risk to take with every album, yet I'm just fascinated by the sounds of this. I also did really enjoy, there's a moment where there's a little bit of harmonization with a dude with some very deep vocals, and I liked that he wasn't on the entire track because it was a surprise when it came up. It was really, really great to me. Again, another perfect Lana song, and I just feel like I'm missing out a little bit by listening to this on a speaker, because there is a lot to go on in this song. But overall, this feels like the perfect album to just put on and sit down and just like close your eyes and just like become one with the music. I don't know. That's what it feels like to me. I feel like that's how the first listen should be for this. Okay, the next track we're gonna listen to is a song called West Coast.
Down on the West Coast, they got us saying, feeling like it all could happen. That's why I'm leaving. You makes me
Oh my God. Yeah, it's official. I'm like gonna be the biggest Lana Del Rey fan. Like, I already kind of felt like I was getting there, but that's my favorite Lana Del Rey song. West Coast is now my favorite Lana Del Rey song. There's so many things to like about it. I don't even know if I could sit here and explain it. If you like have heard this style of music before or anything even similar and just appreciate the complexities of what just happened in that song, I really do think that it'd be a hard press not to make that one of your favorite songs ever. And to top everything off, Lana just sounds so beautiful on this. The way that she says, "Ooh, baby, ooh, I'm in love," but also the way she carries the verses over that palm-muted guitar. I'm absolutely obsessed with this. Like, I don't know how else to put this. I am absolutely obsessed with this song. I just want to finish this video now because I want to listen to the song on repeat for the rest of the day. I think it just pretty much sums up everything that I love about her, and it's just one more time that she has surprised me to the fullest. Absolutely in love with it. The next track is Sad Girl. There's just moments in this album where you just have to just sit back and just let yourself be hypnotized. And that's exactly what's happening in the song. I did look up the genius meaning behind this song because I am always curious as to, like, if a song, like, for example, West Coast, I didn't even look up the lyrics because I'm so intrigued by the song itself and just how beautiful she sounds on it, that it's one of those things I'll go back and I'll read the lyric sheet while I listen to the record that I'm going to go buy maybe today or tomorrow because I need it in my life. But sometimes, like with a song like this, The Sad Girl, I'm so intrigued by the lyrics just because of what I'm hearing that I like to go and look at the meaning. And Genius had a good point. They said that Lana said she wrote the song because she's still sometimes a sad girl since she's still trying to fight things that are out of her control. Sad Girl's primarily about her doing things that she wants over things that she should. But my favorite lyric in this was, what'd she say right here? Being a bad bitch on the side might not appeal to fools like you. Instead of using the term mistress, she said being a bad bitch on the side. And yeah, that's 100%. That's the mood. That's the mood of Lana, I feel anyway. She is a bad bitch. She's a bad bitch, and she does things different than everybody else, and it's why I'm so drawn to her. I love this. I love this album. Like, for me to hear an album and immediately feel like I need to go buy the record, that's a lot. Because sometimes I'll like make a list of like records I want to buy, but damn, like, this is by far the best. And I've listened to Born to Die a lot, and I love Born to Die. because I love the hip hop inspiration, but damn. To hear her over these rock instruments, I'll shut up. Pretty When You Cry.
You said that I'm your girl. Don't come through, babe. And I'll wait for you, babe.
If you don't think that Lana is a witch, that entire song was freestyled. That entire song was completely ad-libbed off the top of the head in one take with her and her guitar player. If you don't think that Lana is a witch, you have 100% failed as a human being. I mean that. I mean that 100%. There is something, she's possessed with the black magic, and I need more of it in my life. Everything about that was beautiful. Everything. You can't deny that. So here's the thing. I heard the lyrics and I was like, okay, these sound a little generic for Lana. So I looked it up. Naturally, when I'm intrigued, I look it up. And I saw that it was 100% freestyled. And I was like, wait, so yeah, sure, generic for like someone who's like writing their best vocals. But for Lana, she freestyled that and it became a perfect song. And to hear that guitar come slamming in with that solo at the end and all that chaos starting to happen, Lana Del Rey is filled with the black magic, and I'm okay with that. I'll be okay with that forever. The next track is called Money, Power, Glory.
That's far away. I'm not what this bitch wants. No. I'm gonna take them for what they got.
I want money, power, and glory. Hallelujah. I want to take you for all that you got. Lana really is that bitch. Not much of this I can put up with. I can't think of an album where every song is just something a little bit different off the same kind of sound, but that draws me in more and more. I want to take you for all that you got. Like the minute I heard that line, I was like, oh man, this is going to be sick. And then the Dope and Diamonds part that happens in the bridge with the guitar solo in the back again. Typically I criticize when a song or an album starts to follow the same algorithm over and over again. But I just want more of it here over and over again. I just want more bridges with ripping guitar solos and Lana just breathy vocals over it. That's what I want. That's what this album's giving me. And it makes me excited to check out the rest of her albums because I know that she's going to explore so much. And so like this is such a special moment because it happened this time and now the next one's going to be a different vibe. And it's, yeah, Okay, the next song is called Fucked My Way to the Top. I really like the structure of that song. I liked the fact that the verses seemed kind of chill. And again, we get that chaotic feeling in the chorus again. Also, it's always just different when Lana says fuck. And there's that one moment when she says, fucking need you, baby, more, more, more. And it's like a breathy time when she says it. Perfect. I looked up the meaning to this song because I wanted to get a little bit of an understanding of what she was saying here. And Genius seems to say that it's about a singer who first sneered about my alleged non-authentic style, but later she stole and copied it. And now she's acting like I'm an art project and she's the true super artist. My God, and people actually believe her. She's successful. I wouldn't continue ranting if it doesn't get anywhere. So, they say it's about Lady Gaga. I don't know because I didn't really know there was a drama. Someone told me that there was, but they were like, oh yeah, it was this like weird random drama. But Genius also does say that Lana hasn't name dropped the artist, but speculation would suggest that the song is directed towards Gaga and the record executive in So Legit or indie newcomer Lorde. So I don't know much about the drama, so I'm obviously not going to speak on it, but it is very interesting to see that show up. I wasn't quite expecting that. However, even if you take it without that and you take it at face value, the song is a bop for sure. Lana sounds really great. And again, she just sounds different when she says fuck, it just hits different. Okay, the next track is called Old Money.
Have you been? Where did you go? I'll come. And if you are for me, you know I'll run to.
It's definitely the first slower track that we got on this record. Instruments were very basic and toned down, and it was just this beautiful moment of a ballad from Lana, and I really love the melody going out throughout this entire song. Just hearing her riff on her own vocals and getting to hear her again harmonizing with her own notes. That's like one of my favorite things to hear from her, because she comes in with the breathy sound. She's got it recorded in the background as well, and so it's like very spacious and it's atmospheric, and she again just it's a way to just get you in a trance, and you can't help but pay attention to everything that she's saying. Even if you don't even know what she's saying, you just can't help but listen to it and feel the vibe and ride the wave and be into it. And that's exactly what I felt with this. It's a welcomed ballad. I don't always love like a ballad style, because I sometimes feel like they can be either kind of boring or slow. And while this song was slow, it wasn't boring. And I do think that it has a lot to do with that unique style that Lana sings in. Last track we're going to listen to is a song called The Other Woman.
Is perfect wherever I am. As the years go by.
Okay, what a interesting song to end off with. I think it was the perfect way to close out this record with the sound. I love the effect that they put on Lana's vocals here. It definitely reminded me of like a track from like the 50s, and it was cool. And to hear the lyrics with the track, the song is basically her talking about the other woman, so being like the mistress, which she's referenced in another song prior, and you know what it's like to be that woman, not the one that actually is in the relationship, having to be the sort of third wheel. Like, you're there for moments when someone needs you, but you're not with that person all the time because he's going home to his actual relationship. And I love the style she chose here, because you could feel the emotion, and you know the song is meant to be sad. It's supposed to be sad. The other woman cries herself to sleep, and you can actually feel that emotion coming from Lana. And again, I think it was a great way to end off this record, because it was a different style. It had more of a 50s vibe to it, which is something we didn't really explore on this album too much, but it was just very welcomed. And I don't know, it made me feel like the song ended, but I just want more. And I feel like that's always kind of the case, because Lana Del Rey kind of feels like a drug to me. You listen to her, and there's so many different versions of her, and you never really feel like you're done with it. It's like you hear a song, an album, a video, whatever, and it leaves you like, huh, well, I wonder if she has any more stuff. Like, that's just how I always feel about this. So let's talk about how I feel about this album. Overall, I am genuinely impressed at what she did here and what her team did here. Just using the instrumentation that they did, using these instrumentals, using the inspiration they did for like rock and things like that to create such a unique sound. I have never actually heard something like this before, and it mashed up two genres that I wouldn't have really expected, but then it kind of didn't. Like, she didn't go with like a pop sound on this. She went with that indie sound. This could have very well been a quote-unquote rock album. I mean, who's to say it wasn't? The instruments matched it perfectly. You had great drums, you had guitars, bass, and you had Lana doing a vocal style that was more of like a 60s and 70s rock band. And I love that from her. I love that as we're going to continue to go through her albums, we're going to get different genres. We're going to get different sounds. We're going to get so many things that I'm probably not expecting, and I can't wait. When I put this up next to Born to Die had a lot of hip-hop inspiration. Even though there was a little bit of rock there, she definitely was exploring her hip-hop roots there, and I still listen to that album all the time, so there is no knock on that. I think it's perfect, and I love that she explored that and experimented with it, because she nailed it. Paradise, I feel like that album so far, to me, was more of a vocal, sort of like a vocal flex. It was like her really exploring her vocal talent, and it's something that I wasn't ready to hear, meaning that I didn't quite understand just how great of a singer she was until I listened to that album, and I really let myself just pay attention to how she sounded, and it was amazing. And I believe that record stands strictly for that to me when I hear that. Now I listen to this, and it's one of those records that I just want to put on and play over and over. In fact, while I edit this, there's no way I'm not going to be listening to this again, especially West Coast. I cannot wait to get into the next album, which, if I look at this correctly, Honeymoon is going to be the next one. So I hope you guys like this video. If you do, please make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Instagram, follow me on Twitter. Let me know in the comment section if you want me to check out that Honeymoon album sooner than later. Just comment down below, let me know. I'm really excited to be checking out all of her discography. I could just listen to it myself, I guess, but I know a lot of you guys like to watch these videos and I appreciate you. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.